You want more money. We all do. But somehow, at the end of every month, your bank account looks like it went on a strict diet. Usually, it's not because you don't earn enough. It's because you are secretly sabotaging yourself. I am David, and today we are going to expose 5 toxic financial habits that are quietly keeping you poor. Let's fix this. Habit number 1, paying everyone else first. You get your paycheck, and within 48 hours, half of it is gone. You pay your landlord, the grocery store, the electric company, and Netflix. You tell yourself, I'll just save whatever is left at the end of the month. But let's be honest, is there ever anything left? Usually, no. This happens because of Parkinson's law, which states that your expenses will always rise to match your income. If the money sits in your checking account, your brain will magically find a reason to spend it on something you need. The fix. You have to flip the script. You must pay yourself first. Treat your savings account like it's your most aggressive debt collector. If you make $4,000 a month, take 10%. That's $400. Set up an automated transfer with your bank. Make sure that $400 vanishes into an investment account before you even wake up on payday. Why does this matter? Because if you invest that $400 every month at an average 8% return, in 10 years you won't just have $48,000 saved, you will have over $73,000. In 20 years, over $230,000. That is the true cost of waiting to save what's left. Habit number 2, lifestyle creep. You get a raise, and suddenly your old phone feels too slow and tap water just isn't good enough anymore. Your income goes up, but your wealth stays at 0. The fix. Use the 50-50 rule. Let's say you get a $500 monthly raise. Take $250 to upgrade your life. Go to restaurants, buy the phone. But take the other $250 and invest it. That $250 a month invested over 10 years turns into $45,000. You get to enjoy your life today while buying your freedom for tomorrow. Habit number 3, buying things to impress others. This one is expensive and also a little embarrassing. People buy things they can't afford just to look successful for 5 seconds. A designer jacket, a luxury watch, a car with monthly payments that feel like rent's evil twin. And the weird part? A lot of the people you're trying to impress don't even care. Some of them don't notice, some of them are faking it too, and some of them are quietly thinking, wait, he financed that? If your outfit needs a payment plan, that outfit is doing too much. Humans spend money they don't have to impress people they don't even like. That's not wealth, that's a costume. A lot of people use debt to buy status. They want to look rich before they become rich. But looking rich and being rich are very different games. Looking rich is expensive. Being rich is profitable. So here's the fix. Stop using debt for status. Don't borrow money to create an image, because the image lasts a moment, but the bill keeps showing up every month like a toxic ex. Let's look at the math. Say you buy a $1,000 designer jacket on a credit card charging 24% interest. At the store, it feels glamorous. At home, it feels stylish. On your credit card statement, it feels like a small financial crime. So the jacket doesn't just cost money, it costs time, it costs future freedom, it costs investing power. And somehow, it still won't make you look better than someone sleeping 8 hours and maxing out their Roth IRA. Congratulations, the jacket is designer. The debt is also designer. That's why you need a rule, a simple rule, a boring rule. Use the 48-hour rule. If you want to buy any luxury item, wait 2 full days first. Not 2 minutes, not until after lunch. 2 days. Because most impulse purchases are emotional. You're not buying the item, you're buying the feeling, the fantasy. But after 48 hours, the emotional fog clears and suddenly your brain goes from, I need this jacket, to, why does this jacket cost more than my utility bill? That pause gives your logic time to catch up with your ego. And if you still want it after 2 days, fine. At least now it's a decision, not a reflex. Real wealth is quiet. It invests, it compounds, it sleeps peacefully, and it doesn't care who is watching. The goal is not to look rich in public. The goal is to become financially free in private. Habit number 4, relying on a single source of income. This one feels normal because for most people, that's just how life works. You get a job, you get a paycheck, and you assume that paycheck will keep showing up forever. But here's the problem. If all your money comes from one salary, then your entire financial life depends on one company, one manager, one decision, and one bad day. That means you're basically one angry boss or one corporate restructuring away from panic. And that's not stability, that's dependency. The fix is simple. Build a backup engine. You do not need to launch some huge business. You do not need to quit your job. And you do not need to become an entrepreneur guru on social media. You just need a second stream. A small one is enough to start. Give yourself 2 hours every weekend. That's it. Use that time for freelancing, consulting, tutoring, design work, editing, selling old stuff online, flipping items, or offering a skill you already have. It doesn't have to be glamorous. It just has to make money. Because if you make even $50 extra per week, that becomes $200 a month. That's $2,600 a year. And suddenly, your random little weekend side hustle turns into a fully funded emergency cash reserve. Habit number 5, waiting for the perfect time to start. People say, I'll invest when I make more money. But that's like saying, I'll go to the gym when I lose weight. That is not a plan. That is procrastination pretending to be logic. Because when it comes to investing, time matters more than intensity. Starting early beats starting perfectly. Here's the math. If you invest $100 a month starting at age 25, by age 65, you could end up with around $350,000. But if you wait until age 35 to start doing the exact same thing, you may end up with only around $150,000. That means waiting 10 years costs you about $200,000. Not because you spent it, not because you lost it in a bad trade, but because you delayed. That's the hidden cost of the perfect time mindset. You think you're waiting for the right moment, but what you're really doing is giving away the one thing investing needs most: time. So start now. Start small if you need to. Start messy if you need to. Start with $20, $50, or $100. The amount matters less than the habit. Because the person who starts imperfectly today usually beats the person who plans perfectly for the next 10 years. So now I want to ask you, which of these 5 habits has cost you the most money? Let me know in the comments. And if you actually want to fix your finances instead of just complaining about them, hit the subscribe button. I'm David, and I'll see you in the next video.